Hey guys, back in the basement again for another sports recap. Guys, we got to talk about this Angel Reese thing. This is crazy. The news came out the other day that she's being traded from the Chicago Skies to the Atlanta Dreams. Now, you know, people always need fresh starts, right? People always need to, sometimes you in a situation that's not always what you think they're going to be. It's not always the best situation. Sometimes you just need to change because of the team is just something just not working right. The chemistry is just not there. And it's usually a collaboration of a lot of things, coaches, players, teammates, organization, uh, maybe the janitorial staff, the food service staff. I don't know. There's always some problems and situations, and sometimes you just need to get away from all that. Maybe it's the city alone. You just can't deal with the city and the atmosphere. You can't deal with the individuals, the politics about it, whatever the case may be, right? But in this situation, it's not those things. It's one individual who's bringing all of this drama to this team because, well, frankly, because of her behavior, her jealousy, her envious for other players who was in the same draft as her, who's getting more who's getting more highlights, who's getting more publicity, who's getting more seen on the bigger picture instead of the small local picture, like with certain individuals. Same individual you are upset with that you end up beating out in order to win a title for in college. The same girl that was in each other's draft, but she got drafted over you. You feeling some type of way. And you bringing that animosity from damn near 3 years ago to 2026. 3 seasons ago, you had this game, this epic game between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Great game. Angel Reese came out on top in that situation, wound up winning a title. But it's been like going back and forth ever since then. And now you're in the WNBA, the W as they call it, and you're still having issues. You're still having issues with the girl because you're jealous, envious, and feeling some type of way. Her bag's going to be bigger when she re-signs a deal. Yours is not. She's an all-star, you an all-star, but she's on a certain level of all-star compared to you. You got double doubles. Led the W in that, but you still feeling some type of way. And now it's carrying over to the locker room, and your teammates see it. The staff the coaching staff sees it. Ownership sees it. And it's to the point they're doing anything and everything to get you up out of her. And that's what they did. Angel Reese was traded for 2 first-round picks, one in 27, one in 28. And they swapping second-round picks. This girl's an all-star. But they was willing to let her go for a little bit of that. Because let me see, the Atlantic Dreams are a good team. They was like 31 or 32 and 14 last season, made the playoffs. So their draft picks is going to be low. They're not going to be like a top 5 type draft picks unless they have an epic collapse. That's possible, but unless that happens, it's not. But the Sky was willing to get rid of her despite of that. Why? Because she's a problem. Because she's toxic. Because the teammates don't like her. People on the coaching staff doesn't like her. People in the ownership doesn't like her. They have a problem with her because that's the type of player she is. This is nothing new for her. This is normal. This is normal Angel Reese behavior, the way she's carrying on, the way she's moving, the way she's operating. I shot a video talking about some of the issues she had when she was in college. She haven't learned a lesson at all. Because now, as a grown ass woman, a full grown ass woman, a big time grown ass woman, she still has the same mindset. She's excuse me, she's still moving and operating in the same fashion. That's how she's moving. And the people are tired of it. Her teammates are tired of it. The organization's tired. The coach staff is tired of it. Why do we have to deal with this? Let's go back to Maryland. The reason why she left Maryland, because she has constant issues in the Maryland locker room. Constant issues, fights, argument, disagreements, going back and forth with the coaching staff. Coaches losing jobs because of her. So what did she do? She said, I'm leaving Maryland, my home city, where I'm from. Ready to leave. She said, to hell with the DMV. I'm out. That's what she said. So she left, transferred to LSU. You would think she's getting a whole new start, a whole new coach staff and whole new teammates. You would think things would get better, or there'd be something different. Well, it got a little bit better. It got better because she won a title. But there wasn't much difference. She still got into it with teammates, to the point where mothers got involved over a text message wars, fighting in the locker room, infighting in the locker room, having issues with the coach, to the point she was suspended and benched for a couple games. Now they try to play it off like it was something else. But if you do your research, you find out, you'll know, you heard what's happening on Twitter, what's saying on X. Players transferring, leaving because they don't want to be around her, don't want to be teammates with her. This is a common occurrence with this young lady. That's what happened at LSU. Despite of them winning a national championship, coming back next year pretty much with the same team, and they couldn't run it back. Couldn't run it back. Why? Well, you got a toxic player still here trying to do what she do. And there's really no accountability that's been held to her. She didn't have to be accountable. And when they tried, it was to the extreme because she did so much they had no choice, because the public eye and the public and the media and everybody else was hearing so much that they had to do something. It wasn't because the coach staff was really trying to hold a camera. It wasn't because of the university. It had to be outside people mentioning this, talking about this, bringing it up, bringing it to the forefront. Teammates, parents saying something about it is the reason why the conversations had to be had and things had to happen. So now we move forward to the WNBA. Her rookie year, she's been suspended, missed some games, infighting in the locker rooms. Does that sound familiar? Well, it should, because these same things she did in college, she's doing in the WNBA. She hasn't learned anything. So the fans of Angel Reese will say, we picking on her. You doing her wrong. You treating her as, you trying to paint a scenario. No, ma'am. No, sir. We're not. She's painting the scenario because the way she moves and the way she acts and the way she talks and the way she carries herself. She was crying at her final game at LSU talking about she's being sexualized, but yet she's going out here dressing provocatively, moving provocatively, but yet she don't want to be sexualized. But ma'am, look how you're dressing. Look at some of the outfits you're wearing. Look how you're carrying yourself, but you don't want to be sexualized. But everything I see you on when you model and do your thing, you're selling sex. So you're doing just the opposite of what you don't want. Make that make sense. That's her mind, though. Look, she's out here moving wrong. Somebody eventually needs to get in her ear and tell her, girl, you need to grow up and start acting like an adult. You are well, I don't even want to use the word superstar. You're a good player. that plays in the WNBA, that has lots of opportunity, not only on the court, but outside of the court. Now, you're gonna have your little fan base, certain individuals gonna like you just because maybe because you're beautiful or because of your personality and all that stuff. But then there's gonna be a certain fan base that's not gonna have nothing to do with you because of the way you act and carry yourself and how you move sometimes and your decision making. And unfortunately, you have a mother who's just as toxic as you. And I understand where you learned it from. The old saying is the apple don't fall far from the tree. And I believe that to be true when I'm looking at you, Angel Reese, and how you move and operate. With that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. Guys, do me a favor. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. Either way, it's all good. But leave me something in the comments. Let me know, you guys, what you think. Until the next time, right on.